The 12 with you!
You will listen to the magical Stormingle podcast from the world of the Dark Eye. Here are tips and tricks for old and new adventures, GMAs, adventure ideas, and much more. Stay tuned, because it's going to be adventurous.
Episode 2, The Adventure, Emperor of Thieves. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to play this adventure as a game master, switch off now.
Hey there. You and I are about to take a deep dive into a world where thievery is like an art form. We're talking Fexcare.
Fexcare,
a city in the Orklands.
right.
Where different guilds of thieves are running the show.
Not just any guilds, though. We're talking about the foxes known for their cunning,
Oh, yeah, I heard of them.
the otters with those crazy traps,
And don't forget,
and the cats.
the cats.
Yeah, much more enigmatic.
They all want the power.
Influence, too.
And the biggest prize of all,
Of course.
which brings us to why you're here, this Dink Dive, is about some excerpts you shared with us.
Oh, yeah.
From a German tabletop RPG, Kaiser der Diebe, or
Emperor of Thieves.
Emperor of Thieves. That's it.
Exactly.
And it all goes down in Fexcare during their biggest event of the year.
The Lofterdiebe. It's a race, a citywide race to steal something important.
Steal something, huh?
What is it? A statue head of an ancient emperor.
No kidding. So we've got a city that's already got thievery in its DNA.
Oh, yeah.
And then you throw this race into the mix?
It's practically a recipe for mayhem.
Total mayhem.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's set the scene a little. Fexcare, recovering from an orc invasion.
And still recovering.
Right, and the city itself is dedicated to Fex.
Fex, the god of thieves, luck, you know.
And trade.
And trade, can't forget trade.
But our source material hints that there's something more going on under the surface.
There's always something more in Fexcare.
Like what?
A hidden cult.
A hidden cult. Now we're talking.
Worshipping the Nameless One.
Who's that?
The god of chaos and destruction, basically the opposite of everything Fex stands for.
So they're trying to disrupt the race.
Throw the whole city into chaos while they're at it.
And take control.
That's a plan.
Sounds like we're peeling back the layers of a conspiracy already.
Oh, we're just getting started.
This is why it's called a deep dive, right?
Exactly. We haven't even gotten to the caramel artifact yet.
Caramel artifact. You're going to have to explain that one.
Right, so in Kaiser der Diebe, there are these objects, caramel objects,
Okay.
and they can suppress divine power.
Whoa, seriously?
Seriously, they're rare, dangerous, and in the wrong hands,
Bad news.
the worse. And the source material mentions one in particular,
Which is
the Laren Spin, or
the what?
the Void Spider.
A void spider. Okay, now you've got my attention.
Yeah.
We've got this city on edge.
Totally.
A race with crazy high stakes.
Absolutely.
A shadowy cult.
Up to no good.
And a mysterious artifact.
That's Fexcare for you.
Where do we even begin?
Well, the source material throws us right into the thick of it. We meet Anvar.
Anvar. Yeah,
He's a young fox thief.
one of the foxes.
Yep. And he stumbles onto something he shouldn't have part of this whole conspiracy
Uh-oh.
and ends up missing.
So that's where we come in.
Yeah, got it? Anvar's friend Fenja, another fox thief,
Okay.
asks for help. And that's where your journey as a player begins.
So not only do we have to deal with these rival thief guilds and a city ready to explode,
Sounds about right.
now we've got a missing persons case on our hands.
It's all connected.
This is quickly escalating from a light jog to a full-blown sprint.
Welcome to Fexcare.
So we're looking for this Anvar guy,
Yeah,
dodging gangs in dark alleys, just another day in Fexcare again.
pretty much. But this is where it gets good.
How so?
The source material gives us this whole look into the city's underbelly.
Layout trefs the works.
Exactly. And it's not just about the statue head. They're after the smuggling routes, too.
Oh, right. Control of those would be.
Huge.
Makes sense. So we're trying to find this guy in a city full of secrets.
And thieves.
And thieves.
Yeah.
Right? Like finding a needle in a haystack.
Except the haystack is out to get you.
And rigged to explode.
Basically.
Okay, so the source material talks about this chase, right?
Yeah, it's a big part of it. Each guild has their own way of running the Laufterdu.
Give me an example. What kind of traps are we talking about?
Well, the otters, they're all about the waterworks, right? So they might flood the course.
Seriously?
Yeah, make everyone swim for it.
Talk about thinking on your feet.
Then you've got the cats with their illusions.
Smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. You'd never know what's real and what's not.
That's wild. What about the foxes, though? What's their specialty?
They play it smart using the city itself.
Like how?
Hidden nets distractions using the alleyways to their advantage.
Sneaky.
It's called the Fox's Gambit.
The Fox's Gambit. I like it.
It's all about outsmarting your opponent.
So it's more like a chess match than a brawl.
In a way.
So let's say we manage to navigate all that. We find Anvar.
Let's say that.
Then what?
Well, according to the source material,
Yeah.
he's being held by the cultists
Rickles' crew.
in some abandoned part of the city.
So we gotta go and guns blazing save the day.
Not so fast.
What do you mean?
The source material suggests a more subtle approach.
Subtle
You barge in there making noise, you're just going to put Anvar in more danger.
True. And elude the cult that we're onto them.
Exactly. This needs to be clean.
Okay, so stealth it is. How do we even get past these cultists?
That's where you, as the player, come in.
Okay.
You got to use everything you know about the city.
The guilds, the layout, everything.
Maybe a little bit of luck.
Phyrexian luck.
Exactly. Find a way in undetected.
Sneak in under their noses.
That's the idea. Use the environment to your advantage.
I'm seeing secret entrances, blind spots, maybe even a distraction or two.
See, you're getting it. The source material leaves it open-ended.
You get to choose your own adventure.
That's the beauty of tabletop RPGs. You have to be creative, think on your feet.
And in Fexcare.
That's how you survive.
Okay, so we're in deep now. Missing Fox. A city full of thieves racing each other, and a cult that wants to unleash a chaos spider.
It's a lot.
It's a Fexcare, right?
Exactly. And speaking of chaos,
Yeah.
the source material reveals who's really behind all this.
Wait, there's another mastermind I thought we were dealing with.
It's not as simple as it seems. Remember Isa,
Isa Ector's assistant.
the quiet one? The source material drops these little hints throughout,
Like what?
subtle things about her actions, her words. It all points to her being the one in control.
You're kidding. So she's been playing Ector this whole time.
And everyone else, she's using the cult, the race, even the city itself to get what she wants.
But why? What's her endgame?
Isa wants to see Fexcare burn.
Seriously.
Well, not literally, but she sees the guilds, the temples, the whole system is broken.
And she thinks she can fix it.
She thinks she has to fix it by tearing it all down and starting over.
Sounds a little extreme.
She's a revolutionary. Remember that chaos spider?
Oh, yeah. The Void Spider. That's her tool for change.
Exactly. It disrupts divine power, weakens the temples, throws the city into chaos.
And then she swoops in and takes over.
That's the plan.
So what do? How do we stop someone who's playing 4D chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers?
That's the challenge the source material presents. You have to be smarter than her, more cunning.
Easier said than done. This Isa sounds like a serious operator.
She's playing the long game. But you have one advantage.
What's that?
You know what she's up to now. And you have to use that knowledge to expose her, stop the Void Spider, and save Anvar.
So it's more than just a rescue mission now. It's about the fate of the entire city.
Stakes are always high in Fexcare, but that's what makes it so exciting.
It's like you said before, nothing is what it seems.
And trust no one, even your own shadow.
That's Fexcare for you, full of twists and turns and double crosses around every corner.
Makes you think twice about who you can really trust.
Right. So what have we learned today? We've explored Fexcare, a city where thievery is an art form, chaos is a ladder, and power is a game for those who know how to play it.
And sometimes the quiet ones are the ones to watch out for.
This deep dive has been a wild ride, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a nice cold drink after all that intrigue.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of Fexcare. And remember, in a world of thieves, keep your wits about you and never underestimate the power of a well-placed dagger.
Or a chaos spider.
Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and as always, happy gaming.